Welcome to TwinBee. This is a top-down shoot-'em-up released by Konami back in 1985. In this game, you play as a cartoon-like ship called TwinBee, and your overall objective, as with most shoot-'em-ups from this era, is to fight your way through multiple waves of enemies and ultimately destroying the boss that lies at the end of each level. TwinBee does not have that many levels, it only has 6 of them if I'm not mistaken, and the game does not have a proper ending. It does loop indefinitely after you beat level 6. Other than that, I don't think TwinBee, or at least the original TwinBee, really has that much of a plot. It doesn't really seem like there's any real purpose as to what you're doing and why you're doing it, but then again, this was back in the 80s, so video game plots didn't really matter as much. So TwinBee is an interesting game to me, and there's a couple of reasons why I wanted to cover the original on the channel today. For one thing, I feel like it has been a little while since I covered a proper shoot-'em-up on the channel, but also, this game actually saw considerable success in Japan, but not really anywhere else in the world. It was successful enough that it spawned a variety of sequels, some of which did come to North America, including the original. However, many of the TwinBee games that we got here in North America were actually released under different titles, such as Stinger, or Bells and Whistles, and Rainbow Bell, which is actually what the original TwinBee was called when it first came out over here. It's worth mentioning, by the way, that TwinBee never came out in arcades in North America. The first time we ever got to play this game in a legitimate manner in North America was in 2007, when Konami released a compilation on the DS containing some of their arcade games. One of those arcade games was TwinBee, but for whatever reason, the game was renamed to Rainbow Bell in the North American version of that compilation. Bells and Whistles, on the other hand, which came out in 1991 and was more commonly known as Detana TwinBee in Japan, was apparently the most commercially successful game in the franchise, and it firmly established TwinBee as one of Konami's leading IPs, at least for a short while. But again, most of the TwinBee games from that point onwards were only released in Japan, and in North America, it remained relatively obscure. And it still remains relatively obscure to this day, probably due to the fact that none of the TwinBee games that we got here were actually released under the TwinBee name. TwinBee is also considered to be an early pioneer of a very specific type of shoot-'em-up known as the cute-'em-up. Cute-'em-ups are essentially shoot-'em-ups, but they tend to have more cartoonish aesthetics compared to other shoot-'em-ups which tend to have science fiction themes. The graphical style in TwinBee is certainly unique amongst other shoot-'em-ups of its time. It does look pretty similar stylistically to Sega's Fantasy Zone, although it is worth mentioning that TwinBee came out an entire year before Fantasy Zone. TwinBee is not exactly one of Konami's more original shoot-'em-ups in terms of gameplay, though. A lot of the gameplay in this game is derived mostly from Xevious, in the sense that not only is it a vertically scrolling shoot-'em-up with very detailed backgrounds, but also there is a bomb-dropping mechanic in this game that is basically lifted directly from Xevious, although the way in which it functions in this game is a little bit more interesting, and I will touch on that later on when we actually start playing the game. Similar to how I discovered another one of Konami's relatively obscure shoot-'em-ups, Gyrus, TwinBee is another game that I also initially discovered through Dance Dance Revolution. One of the DDR games, specifically DDR Extreme, contains a remix of TwinBee as one of the songs that you can actually play. And that's pretty much how I was first introduced to this game. I don't really know what it was with Konami and remixing a lot of the music from some of their more obscure games and putting those remixes into DDR, cause, I mean, DDR contains remixes of like TwinBee music, Gradius music, even music from Gyrus. I think there's one DDR game that actually contains a remix of a song from Metal Gear Solid 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, even in DDR, Konami were still referencing a lot of their older games, and some of the games they were referencing were pretty obscure in North America. Which is interesting, because some of those remixes were also featured in some of the North American DDR releases, including the TwinBee remix. So yeah, this is pretty much another example of DDR introducing me to one of Konami's weirder and more obscure games. But how exactly does the game play? Well, I'm gonna show you that right now. So let's get one thing out of the way here quickly, which is something I always love doing, the dip switches. You can actually give yourself up to 7 lives in this game, interestingly. Unfortunately, this is not a shoot-'em-up that allows you to use continues, so when you lose all your lives, you're going all the way back to the start. I do have the difficulty set to normal just for now. This game does support 2 players, but I'm not playing this with another person at the moment, so I'm just gonna stick to 1 player for now. The second player takes control of what is essentially a female equivalent of TwinBee known as WinBee, and you can do some interesting things in 2-player mode where you can effectively combine TwinBee and WinBee together in order to give yourselves more firepower. But I'm probably not going to be showing that off in this video. We are just going to focus primarily on 1 player here. So, yeah, this is a TwinBee that you're controlling right here, as you can see. So you can already tell that this kind of does play similar to Xevious. I mean, yeah, there are some enemies that just straight up try to avoid you. Okay, so that is a bell that I just picked up. So you'll notice that there's a bunch of clouds that are floating around here, as you can see. I want to go and pick that up, actually, because that is a power-up. Okay, so, yeah, there are some things that I do have to explain here, pretty quickly. So, oh my god, what in the... Okay, yeah, as you can see, we're getting attacked by giant carrots here. Yeah, so the enemies in this game are also, very ridiculous in their design. There are some enemies here that are just like, you know, normal ships, obviously. But there are some enemies that have more ridiculous designs, like some of them are literally just vegetables, and I think there's like one enemy much later on, I think in the 2nd level, that is literally just a kitchen knife. Yeah, so this game sports some pretty wild enemy designs here, as you can see. But yeah, I was talking about the bells right here. So there's these clouds that you can shoot at, and occasionally there will be bells that fly out of the clouds. Now, these bells can actually change color the more you shoot them, and you can also juggle them around in order to keep them on screen longer. And under normal circumstances, they just give you bonus points, and they can actually give you a lot of bonus points as well. However, if you shoot them enough times, they will begin to change color, and the type of upgrade that you get from the bell depends on the color of the bell. For instance, I picked up a white bell, which gave me additional firepower. It effectively gave me a twin cannon. But the bells can also appear either red, blue, or green, which can give you different kinds of upgrades. I did actually pick up a green upgrade earlier, which gave me, basically an ability that allows me to create mirror images of myself to give myself even more firepower. Also, you might have noticed that I got completely reamed by the first boss of the game because I died and lost all my power-ups, which does actually make the first boss of the game pretty difficult to kill, especially since he has those little spheres that are orbiting him, which do actually fire bullets as well, and the unfortunate thing is that he can repair them very quickly. Like, as soon as you destroy one, there's another one that immediately pops up in its place. So, taking on the first boss of the game is actually really tough if you don't have any upgrades whatsoever. Yeah, this blue one right here. Yeah, so if the bell is blue, it will give you a speed upgrade, and I do believe you can actually stack that in order to give yourself even more speed. I think it stacks up to 5 times. If you get a red bell, it'll give you a shield that, you know, you can actually use in order to, be able to take on some of the enemy attacks, because as with most shoot-'em-ups from this era, you die in 1 hit if a bullet manages to hit you. I was going to try and get that red bell right there, but I was just getting freaking bombarded by enemies. Yeah, TwinBee is actually a very difficult game. Like, this game may have a really cute aesthetic and all. This game is actually really freaking hard, which is not surprising considering, you know, it's a shoot-'em-up from the mid-80s. Like, all of them were super difficult back in this time period, pretty much. Yeah, you'll also notice that what I'm using here is actually the bomb-dropping mechanic, which is basically taken from Xevious. There are some ground enemies as well that you can kill by dropping bombs on them. And something that I could also mention about the bomb dropping actually is that you may notice that TwinBee right here has 2 different arms on him, and the arms can get destroyed individually. Okay, good lord, I actually did manage to get him. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that essentially acts as his shield. It can be very hard to actually try and shoot the boss himself when he has that shield up, which he pretty much does have up at all times. So you gotta try and, like, attack him in a way so that your bullets actually go, like, in between his shield, like the little gaps within his shield. And also to make gaps in his shield as well, by shooting at the different parts of it. But yeah, so TwinBee does have separate arms that can be destroyed individually. And if both of your arms get destroyed, you can no longer drop bombs. However, it is possible to repair your arms. And the way that you do that is by going to an ambulance that will appear, like, immediately after both of your arms get destroyed. You just fly into the ambulance, and you get your arms back. Now, unfortunately, you can only do that once per life, because if you lose your arms again, the ambulance will not stop by a second time. So, you're pretty much on your own at that point. Apparently it becomes too expensive for the ambulance to provide medical assistance to you or something. I don't know what the heck that's all about exactly, but yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of bizarre. Okay, I actually need some damn upgrades back, because I am getting my butthole kicked right now. Don't exactly know how you kick someone's butthole exactly, but god, maybe I actually do have ADHD. I just say, like, the weirdest things without any prompt whatsoever. Yeah, we're getting attacked by a bunch of forks, by the way. I didn't mention that up to this point, but we are quite literally getting attacked by forks, and we were also getting attacked by kitchen knives. Yeah, the patterns in which these enemies attack you as well is also completely insane. It's definitely a lot more... I would say a little bit more complex than Xevious. They're definitely unpredictable, or some of the other ones can become a little bit unpredictable. But yeah, we're on to the second boss now. This guy's gonna start by attacking you with steering wheels, and then the actual boss appears right here. You just attack him in the center. Now, thankfully, these steering wheels that I'm getting bombarded with, they do get destroyed in one hit. And they're actually not that difficult to avoid. Yeah, so you just go in, like, a very specific pattern, and he's already dead, by the way. Yeah, thankfully, the enemies do die pretty quickly in this game, including the bosses. It's just a matter of, like, avoiding all of their attacks. That's, like, the hardest part of killing not only the bosses, but just the enemies in general. It's avoiding their actual attack patterns. But the enemies themselves, including the bosses, are actually somewhat weak, I would say. Even when you have no upgrades, it can still be relatively easy to kill them. You know, you just gotta hit him in the center, basically. Oh god, okay, ambulance please, there we go. Thank you very much. There, got my arms repaired. Yeah, now we're getting attacked by lobsters. I don't know what that's all about, but god, getting attacked by all sorts of flying critters in this game, and also flying kitchen appliances too. This is a very weird game. That's how you know this game was made in Japan. If it just goes into, like, full-blown absurdity like this, that's how you know it's a Japanese shoot-'em-up. Sometimes there will also be bells that are just lying down on the ground. Like, some of the ground enemies can drop bells as well. If you pick up the bells on the ground, it usually gives you, like, this triple cannon right here, almost like a scatter shot. And it can definitely be effective in getting rid of some of the enemies on the side as well, especially some of the enemies that do fire at you from the side of the screen, or from the sides of the screen. I just missed all the freaking bells, my god. Yeah, you can juggle multiple bells at a time, by the way. I don't think there's any limit as to how many bells you can juggle. Like, how many bells the game allows you to have on screen all at once, yeah. You bounce them around. You bounce them around and they don't ever disappear, I don't think. Okay, well, I tried to get that red one. The freaking enemies were in the way, dude. God. They're just freaking everywhere here, as you can see. Yeah, there's also, like, these little octopus enemies that sometimes get mad at you and try to attack you from the side. I think if they turn red, that basically means they've been provoked, I guess you could say. Not exactly easy to deal with, a little bit annoying to deal with. Okay, so this is the Stage 3 boss. Now, I did actually manage to beat the Stage 3 boss before. Again, it's just his attack patterns that are really difficult to avoid. Not only that, but he also attacks you with, like, all of these freaking green enemies right here, which makes it a lot harder. But he's already dead, so there you go. Yeah, so, getting out of the Hell Volcano realm right here. Yeah, so we're actually already halfway through the game, because I did mention that there's only 6 stages in this game, and eventually the game will just start looping on itself. Okay, I need to get some good upgrades. I mean, even if I do end up dying on this run, I can go back and at least show off the red bell just to show you what exactly that looks like. Show you what the shield looks like. Because thankfully it does allow you to take multiple hits if you do get the shield, which is very good. Definitely useful. I mean, sometimes just the normal bells can be useful too because they give you bonus points, and obviously, you get more points, you'll be able to earn additional lives, which I definitely need because I only have like 2 lives right now. There, let me try actually using my bombs effectively. So something else about the mirror image upgrade in particular is that the mirror image upgrade also allows you to drop multiple bombs on the ground. So all the copies of TwinBee, they all drop bombs at the same time, so you can actually drop like up to like 4 or 5 bombs at a single time if you're just moving around. The only time you ever get more firepower with the mirror image in particular, or the green bell upgrade, is when you're moving around. If TwinBee's not moving around at all, then it basically does nothing. Yeah, I'm just getting attacked by like flashing eggs and mushrooms, and I don't even know what the frick's going on in this game. This game kind of this is kind of like if Xevious was inside of a fever dream. That's essentially what this game is. It's like, what if Xevious, but just a full-blown fever dream? That is the best way that I can describe this game. I do kind of wish this game did allow me to use continues, but unfortunately it doesn't, so we have to go all the way back to the start. I'm gonna try and see if I can find that red bell again, because I wanna go and show you guys that upgrade. Let me just try to shoot it multiple times. I don't know how many times you have to shoot these bells in order to get specific upgrades, though, but when the bell changes color, you'll know. You'll know. Yeah, this is the mirror image upgrade. As you can see, yeah, we can drop up to 4 bombs at a time when we're moving around like this. But if we're just standing still, we only drop 1. At least I think that's how that works. Yeah, it is just 1. It is literally just 1 bell. Yeah, we get multiple firepower when we move around. I think this can be combined with the white bell, though, to give yourself additional firepower, if I'm not mistaken. I think this can be combined. I do believe you can combine, like, some of the upgrades in order to give yourself, like, synergies in some way. Like, very basic synergies, but still. I don't think that works with every single upgrade, though. I think there are some upgrades that you can't combine with each other. I don't think the game allows you to, because it would probably make you way too overpowered, I would imagine. Here, let me just grab this bell. Get 1,000 points in total. I think the more bells you pick up in a row, the more points they'll give you if they're yellow. Which can definitely be useful for, like, you know, getting more lives. Okay, can you turn red? Okay, fine. Turn blue, just give it to me. Give me more speed. How fast can I kill this guy right here? Oh my actual well, I mean, I can destroy his eggs pretty quickly now. Oh, Lord have mercy. Please. God, it's still so hard to actually, like, yeah, to actually get him. Okay, well, yeah, he dies a lot more quickly because I'm firing more bullets, so at least that's good. That's good, at least. There we go. Let me just destroy that guy over there. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you destroy an entire line of enemies, you also get bonus points for that. There we go. There we go. It rewards you for playing the game well. Oh my actual goodness, I dropped so many bombs there. Yeah, I think as long as you have both of your arms, you can actually use that, like, twice in a row. You can drop bombs twice in a row to drop even more. So, I mean, technically, you can drop up to 8 bombs at a single time if you have both your arms. Yeah, so it just makes you really overpowered. That star on the ground right there, if you collect that star, it destroys all enemies on the screen, which can definitely be useful in the later levels, because there's just, like, enemies bombarding you at all times in the later levels. Yeah, there we go, the kitchen knives. Kitchen knives are coming after me now. Look at that. I'm pretty sure they're kitchen knives, because they even have handles on them and everything. Like, look at this. This is just absurd. This is a silly game. It's just really silly. But I like it, though. The art style is definitely unique, at least for its time. Again, it's definitely reminiscent of Fantasy Zone. Okay, fine. Get another blue one. Fine. That it can still work. Get myself even more speed. I don't know if there's any way to tell, like, which clouds drop bells, because some of these don't even drop bells at all, you'll notice. Oh my god, I am moving so freaking fast now. Holy crap, look at this. Okay, fine. Give me that bell just to get myself more points. Oh, here we go. Look at this speed. Need that speed to succeed. Because, I mean, to be fair, TwinBee's normal speed is pretty sluggish. Oh my god, okay. Why am I just getting blue ones over and over? Come on, I would really like a red. I'd like a red bell here, because I would like to show off the shield if I can. Please? Can you please give me a red? Okay, well, how easy is it gonna be to kill the steering wheel guy right here? The guy who launches steering wheels at me. Oh god, well, okay, well, if they're coming from behind, that might make it a little bit trickier. Let's see here. Hang on. Let's just play this smart. There we go. Didn't even get me. I have like 8 lives right now. Oh, 69,000 points? Nice. God, I have like 8 freaking lives right now. Okay, this is definitely making it easier, but again, I don't have the shield, which means I can still die in 1 hit. Oh yeah, look at all of these bullets. Look at all the bullets I'm firing now. I still gotta be careful for the ground enemies too, though. That's the thing. I still gotta be careful here. Also, my arms can still get destroyed too. Okay, can you turn red? Get rid of these stupid lobsters. There we go. Get rid of the lobsters here. Oh god. Oh my god, why are there so many bells? Hang on a second. I feel like I'm playing Animal Crossing here. Bells all over the place. Oh Jesus. Okay, hang on. Keep juggling it for now. There's people that are firing crap from, like, behind me, too, which is making it even more difficult. Oh yeah, this is definitely making it way easier to play. Okay. Kinda got off to a bit of a rocky start at the beginning of this video, but at least we're doing a bit better now, I would say. Oh no. Oh lord. Oh, okay, well, this is why I just should not say anything. This is why I should never say anything. Yeah, see, god, it makes it so hard to just avoid the bullets as well, and there's more bullets that start appearing on the screen, too. I don't know, maybe it's not worth trying to kill all the enemies. Maybe we should just try to actually avoid the bullets. Just avoid the bullets. You can play this as a pacifist if you want, except for, like, when you're battling the bosses, obviously, but I don't think all the other enemies, like all the other normal enemies, I don't think you necessarily need to kill them at all. You can just leave them alone if you want. In some cases, I feel like that's probably the preferred way to play, because there's just so many damn bullets everywhere. Yeah, there's also this weird section right here where you just have a bunch of, like, clubs with spikes on them, and they're just rotating. Oh, you can actually destroy them with the star. I didn't know you could do that. I think normally they're indestructible, but okay, well anyway, stage 3 boss again. Hello, you're back. I have no upgrades in order to do this either, which is fantastic. So how is this gonna go? Surprisingly well, okay. Fine then. He's a lot weaker than I thought he was. Frick it, I'll take it. Works with me. I still have 5 lives at least, so I'm doing a lot better this time. This is like the best run I've had so far. Still haven't found that red upgrade. I want the red upgrade, please, and thank you. Please don't send me to the ambulance again. I don't want that. I want to be able to still drop bombs. Okay, I don't necessarily want the white one, but I may have to take it for now. Okay. Where is the blue? Okay, give me the blue so I can get to the ambulance. I don't know if I can still get attacked in the ambulance, though. I really hope I can't. Something I also like about this game as well is that whenever you get an upgrade, the music does actually change to reflect the fact that you are now controlling, like, an upgraded ship. The music gets significantly faster and more, like, upbeat, which I definitely like. I like how the music also, like, reacts to your gameplay, essentially. Okay, here we go, we're rebuilding it. We're rebuilding. Okay, our progress up to this point got completely destroyed, which I will admit was completely my fault. Now we're rebuilding, okay? We're taking this opportunity to rebuild. I somehow lost one of my arms again, though. I don't exactly know when that happened. I wasn't paying attention to that at all. Yeah, so the way that these little egg-like enemies attack is that as soon as you pass by them, they start moving horizontally in order to try and crash into you. I don't even know what these hopping enemies are, but they look like bunny rabbits, or they're supposed to emulate them. I don't exactly know. I don't know what these are. They kind of look like Roombas in a way. I don't freaking know what's happening. I don't know why they have antennas. Oh, Jesus. Okay, please just get that. Yeah, the star power-up doesn't, it doesn't destroy the ground enemies, unfortunately. It's the only downside to this. Okay, we can get some fruit in the meantime. You get some peaches and some apples. That just gives you more points. I don't know what these enemies are. Wait, is this the 4th stage boss? I guess it is. I never actually saw him before. Hello. You are dead already, apparently. Good God, man. Okay. I'm doing much better than I was off screen. I never managed to even get to that boss before. Okay. Well, what the frick is stage 5 then? We're already 2/3 through the game. Okay, why are you guys shaking like that? I don't trust that at all. You're plotting something against me. Oh, good God. Good dodging. Good dodging. I lost my... Okay, well, that was not good dodging. I was gonna say I lost my arms again. I lost my arms in the war. Okay, what? Okay, what is going on now? Spikes? That just fire bullets? Which is weird and also kind of annoying, honestly. Oh, they come from the side of the screen. Horizontally, I see. Alright. Why? Why, oh why? I don't even know what... Are those turnips? Like, I don't even know what these enemies are anymore. I haven't played the game up to this point, so I have no idea what's even going on. Oh no, they stop. They stop and start moving. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I absolutely despise that with every fiber of my being. You don't get a lot of, like, invincibility frames after you respawn, so you have to be careful. Am I getting attacked by suns now? What is this? Go away. I don't like any of you. Go, please leave me alone. I hate it. I hate everything. I hate everything right now. I hate everything. I hate all of you. Oh god, you're bouncing around the screen. Oh god, there's too many of you. Get to the star. Give me the star. There we go. Got it. Give me... I don't even care. Okay, well, it's just giving me points. Oh my god, more suns. Wait, jellyfish? Robot jellyfish? What is... Okay. Oh, I got to an airport, apparently. There's an airport here. Alright, well... Would have been nice if I could have maybe landed on the airport, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Alright, well that was by far my, my best run so far. I got all the way to some kind of airport. I also defeated the Chapter 4 boss somehow, or Level 4, whatever. Okay. Yeah. I understand nothing about this game. This game makes no sense at all. We got robot jellyfish flying through the air, what looks like flying pink turnips, or maybe they're beets. I have no idea. Turnips are not normally pink, are they? I don't believe so, or they can't appear pink. Okay, well, either way, I want mirror image back at the very least. I want to try and get that damn red bell, because I don't know where the frick it's at. I want to get it, though, because I want to show you guys this shield upgrade. But I'm not having, like, no luck with this right now. I am not seeing any red bells here. Please. I really want to show this off, too, because I like the way that the shield looks. It looks very psychedelic. So, okay, well, that was... You know what? I didn't even move at all, honestly, so that was just 100% my fault. Fine, I'll take the blame for that one. Oh my god, I just saw it turn red and then I shot it again. Why am I like this? Why in the frick am I like this? Okay, here we go, here we go. Red bell, you're mine. There we go. Yeah, so this is your shield. Also, yeah, for whatever reason, as soon as you collect the red bell for the first time, you get attacked by a bunch of angry eggs with mouths. I don't understand it whatsoever, but yeah, just be warned about that. As soon as you pick up the red bell, you do actually get bombarded with enemies. But at least now, you'll be able to take some additional hits. I don't think the shield rebuilds itself over time, though. Also, I guess I can put a bit of a photosensitive epilepsy warning on it, too. Okay, well, my shield's already gone. Yeah, you know, all this time I've been hyping up this one specific power-up, and then I immediately lose it. Yeah, that's just... Oh, no, hang on. I got it back! There we go. Nice. Oh yeah, I get attacked by eggs again. So it's like every single time I pick this up, I pick this power up. Like it just, yeah, okay. I'm sorry, I am just very overwhelmed right now. I am totally flustered. I don't understand what is happening right now. I cannot comprehend anything. This game is actually giving me streamer brain in real time, and I'm not even streaming right now. Okay, but yeah, this is pretty much all that I wanted to show you guys. Like, just this other power-up right here, which is literally just like, yeah, it's a shield. It's a shield that allows you to take more hits, but it does not repair itself over time, just so you know. So if you break the shield, you're gonna have to go and grab another one. You're gonna have to go and grab another red bell. Also, I do like how the background doesn't stop scrolling if you're taking a long time to actually destroy the boss right here. Because it's actually going into stage 2, but because I didn't kill the boss, it's not actually starting stage 2 right now. God, I don't understand why that guy is so hard to kill sometimes. It's his freaking shield. It just feels like it's random whether or not you hit him. Sometimes. Okay, but I mean, other than that though, guys, I don't really have much more to say about TwinBee. I mean, that's basically the entire game right there. We completed the game all the way up to, like, I think halfway through stage 5. I think that's where we managed to get, if I'm not mistaken. I think we managed to get halfway through stage 5. I think that's fair to say. I wasn't expecting to even get through stage 4, honestly, but we made it through it somehow. We made it through. We persevered. But I don't have that much more to say about it, so yeah, it's just a really weird shoot-'em-up from Konami. Definitely one of their more unique shoot-'em-ups in terms of, like, graphical style, but not necessarily in terms of gameplay, because it definitely feels like a clone of Xevious. But it's a pretty good one at that, though. So yeah, it's like a really absurd take on Xevious, essentially. What if Xevious, but a fever dream? Essentially. Like, what if Xevious, but an anime-inspired fever dream? So there you go, I don't really have much more to say about it. It is difficult as balls, much like every other shoot-'em-up from this era. Or just shoot-'em-ups in general, so, yeah. Don't be fooled by the game's cute aesthetic, because it is still a really hard game. So yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's much more I can really say about it. I'm just battling the same bosses that we've seen, earlier on in the video, so yeah. I don't think there's too much to say about this. I may just end up, like killing myself deliberately here. So, yeah, I mean, that's TwinBee. Oh yeah, I guess something that is also helpful, too, is that you can fly anywhere you want to on the screen. There's no, oh yeah, this is the limit as to how far you can fly up. Well, you can still fly pretty far up on the screen, so you can pretty much fly wherever you want. So I guess that would also be, it would also be helpful for me to mention that too, I guess. Yeah, so there we go. Just another weird shoot-'em-up that I wanted to show you guys today. I don't know if I'll be showing off the other TwinBee games. I probably won't. I don't really have that much interest in doing that, honestly. So I think this is where we are gonna stop. I think I am actually going to try to just, end the game deliberately now, because, I'm not interested in playing this anymore. So with all that being said, where exactly can you go and play this game in modern times? Well, there is a Switch version of the game, that is based on the arcade port that was released as part of Hamster Corporation's Arcade Archive series, and that version of the game is available worldwide, so if you want to play the arcade version on the Switch, you can. There was also a Famicom port, and also a Famicom Disk System port of the game that came out a really long time ago, I think around the time that the arcade version came out, and I do believe that the Famicom version is actually available on Nintendo Switch Online. Again, for worldwide customers, I do believe you can play it in North America as well, or if you're a North American subscriber. So, if you want to play the NES version of TwinBee, you already can if you have Nintendo Switch Online, but if you want to play the arcade version, you can buy it on the Nintendo eShop. I don't remember how much it costs, but I think Hamster's Arcade Archives games usually cost about $8, so I'm gonna guess that's probably what the price of this game is on the Switch. But if you're already subscribed to NSO, then you can play the NES version of this game for free. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Later.